Good morning, everyone. I'm Dylan Crankshaw.
I'm Evan Provost.
I'm Brendan Jennerow.
I'm Hunter Hannon.
And today we're going to be talking about the activities we partook in at the Student Activity Center. Do you ever get bored just sitting around in your dorm room playing video games and packing on the pounds? I know I do, so why not go out with some of your friends to the Student Activity Center? Student Activity Center offers many fun activities that you can enjoy with your friends. Today we will be telling you about the experiences about playing basketball, racquetball, and ping pong, and why you should partake in these activities. The first activity we partook in was basketball, and here's Evan to talk more about it.
All right, I'd like to start off with a quote. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Dylan just said our first activity was basketball at the SAC. More specifically, it was PIG. For those of you that don't know, PIG is a sport or is a game of basketball where one person shoots and then followed by the next player. If they miss, they get a P, and then so on. A little story. We played around 4 games. Brendan won the first 2. Dylan won the third. And the last game, it was down to just me and Brendan. He had a deep 3 from way out there. I was nervous. I was at a PI already. I didn't want to leave the gym without getting a win, so I was nervous out there. Luckily, I made the shot. Brendan then missed his next shot. I made one from the corner. He missed. I won the game. Celebrated, ran around the gym. Might have taken my shirt off. I don't really know. And then I thought playing PIG was fun because it was a nice, friendly, competitive game. Brought out the competitive side in everyone. Started some small talk. I'd recommend doing this because it brings you closer with your friends through competition. It's just a good time.
Thank you, Evan. Now that we have talked about basketball, here's Brendan to talk more about racquetball.
All right, so just by a show of hands, how many people have ever played racquetball before? How many of you even know the rules of racquetball? Well, see, we didn't either, so we just decided to give it a shot. We grabbed a couple of rackets from inside the SAC. We grabbed the ball, and we looked up the rules online. It's kind of really more complicated than we thought. So we just kind of started just hitting the ball around, running around, and just kind of doing whatever. It kind of just happened. We were just hanging out, hitting the ball around, and it ended up being a lot of fun. Just relieving some stress, hitting the ball as hard as you can. We kind of almost hit each other a couple times, which ended up being pretty funny. We even have a video of me attempting to serve or giving it my best shot. But for the most part, I would recommend this just to relieve some stress with a couple friends, or basically just something to do out of the ordinary, kind of, because we've never played before, and it ended up being a lot of fun.
Thank you, Brendan. Now here is Hunter to talk more about ping pong.
For our very last activity, we decided to play a ping pong tournament, which was personally my favorite. I don't know about everybody else, probably not. I thought it was fun because it required the least amount of athleticism and I didn't have to move as much. And I also thought it was fun because it was a really chill activity, but also really engaging. For the tournament, we used a bracket to see who the best ping pong player was, and it consisted of 3 games total. Here's some pictures of the championship game between Dylan and Evan. I forget who won, but somebody won. It wasn't me, unfortunately. Also, a fun fact is that we actually acquired this ping pong table via force because there were some people there playing, and we insisted it was for a project, so we needed it right away, which, I mean, it was, but we could have waited, but we were really impatient. But I think it was pretty fun to do. It's also really nice to do for people that aren't really into that many sports, so everyone can have fun with this one.
So today we talked to you about basketball, racquetball, and ping pong. To reiterate, I'm going and playing these sports was a great deal of fun, and it's good to do with friends because you can communicate, and it's just really fun. If you go and participate in these activities at the Student Activity Center, it will help you increase brain activity as well as help keep you in shape, all while having fun with your friends at the Student Activity Center.